Simple wrist strengthening exercises that can be done any time of the day. Close, make a fist, open your fingers nice and wide, and then try to bring your thumb first, fingers over, and then reverse with the fingers first, the thumb over. Now try to press your hands against an imaginary wall as you try to straighten the elbows to connect the thumbs to touch, the heels of the palms to touch, and the little fingers to touch. Try to keep moving. Now the thumbs touch, the index finger also touches, and then try to separate as you bring the heels of the palms. These exercises, if done with breath awareness, can be very relaxing to the mind as well. Straighten your arms, close, make a fist, and try to rotate your fingers towards your chest. As you bend the elbows, try to straighten the arms and take the hands away from the chest. Very simple and relaxing at the same time. Come onto your hands and to your knees. This exercise can also be done standing with your hands on the table. Take your right fingertips to the right side and try to straighten your arm. And then similarly, the left fingertips to the left side. Notice that there should not be any pinching or pricking sensation in the wrist joint or modify. Try to walk the wrist as close as you can and then begin to sway side to side very slowly. Focus on your breath. Focus on any physical sensations that you may notice or modify. Hands back to face to the front. Flip your right palm to face up to the sky, and then the left hand to face up to the sky. This can be done one hand at a time or both hands together. You may also keep the elbows a little bent. Flatten your hands back onto your mat. And then take your fingertips to face in either direction, this time hands much wider than shoulder distance apart. Try to push your right hand away from you, then your left hand away from you. Straighten the arms back to shoulder distance. Come onto your knuckles, press the thumb to the mat. And what I'm really trying to do here is to take my hands a little forward, my knuckles a little forward in front of my shoulders. I'm also walking on my knuckles and my knees. And that eventually helps to strengthen the wrist joint, helps with balancing, coordination, and then slowly come into a little push-up position. Keep your core active as you come into that push-up. Press your hands back. Try to now straighten your right arm and take your right fingertips to point back. Give a little stretch to your wrist. And then face your right fingertips down and then take them back. Again, you don't want to do it too much, just a simple stretch. As you notice, I'm really trying to even straighten my elbow here. Try to straighten your arm, rotate, point down, and slowly take the fingers back. This is an excellent exercise for your wrist health. Just do it with breath awareness. Again, the same very simple exercise to open and close, make a fist few times. You will also feel the feelings of releasing stiffness into your fingers. This can be excellent exercise to do the first thing in the morning. The next exercise is one of my favorite. As you bring the hands in Namaste position in prayer pose and then flip the back of your hands to touch the fingertips to your heart, point the fingers out and back to Namaste. Try to coordinate, balance, focus, and keep repeating till these movements become a part of the muscle memory. Our hands, our wrist health is so important in our overall health and well-being, since we are working with the hands so much, not only in the practice of yoga, but in our day-to-day tasks as well. Now, this one here, if you see carefully, you are really rotating your wrist joint here. I will show you an incorrect form also, but this is a very subtle movement if done right by relaxing your thumb and your index finger onto the wrist so your forearm doesn't move. And just simply clockwise, counterclockwise, come into simple rotations. Now this one here, you see that the forearm is moving, the entire hand is moving. But if you do it right here, just a subtle movement, try not to clench your hand too tight. Relax the grip onto your hand. Breathe nice and easy as you do that. And most importantly, enjoy. And then we may be well prepared for our arm balances in the practice of yoga. Also, it's not always about the core or the upper body strength. It also depends on your wrist health, as your wrist support the entire weight of your body. Have fun along the way.